Let's get weird into it. Number 10. The opening act. Imagine you're a scientist, a very specific kind of scientist, an entomologist, and you have a question that keeps you up at night. A question that tickles the dark, forgotten corners of your brain where sane thoughts go to die. That question is, which bug hurts the most? Most people would leave that question in the corner. Maybe Google it, but not you. You are Justin O. Schmidt, and you decide the only way to get a real answer is to create a scientific scale. And the only way to get data for that scale is to get stung. On purpose. By everything. This is the Schmidt Pain Index, a 4-point system born from the unholy union of scientific curiosity, and what I can only assume was a complete and total lack of self-preservation. It's not a dry clinical scale. Oh no, Justin didn't just write level 1 ouchie. He wrote poetry. He gave each sting a visceral, horrifyingly specific description, turning his own suffering into a Michelin guide for agony. Our baseline, the control group for this carnival of pain, is the humble honeybee. It clocks in at a 1.0. Schmidt describes its sting as light, ephemeral, almost fruity. A tiny spark has singed a single hair on your arm. It's the pain, you know. It's the tutorial level. It hurts. You might yell a bit, but you'll be fine. It's the reference point from which all other horrors will be measured. It's the last time you'll feel safe on this list. Number 9. Death by 1,000 Papercuts. A single fire ant is a joke. It's a tiny red speck of rage that climbs onto your foot at a picnic and gives you a sting that ranks a measly 1.2 on the Schmidt scale. His description: sharp, sudden, mildly alarming, like walking across a shag carpet and reaching for the light switch. You barely notice it. You flick the ant off, maybe scratch the spot, and go back to your potato salad. The problem is, you never meet just one fire ant. You meet its entire extended family, all its cousins, and every single one of its aggressively misanthropic neighbors, all at once. When you accidentally step on their front door, you don't get one sting. You get 100, 1,000. The entire colony mobilizes with the speed and efficiency of a spec ops team, whose only mission is to ruin your day. They swarm up your legs, each ant a tiny, walking hypodermic needle filled with alkaloid venom. The venom doesn't just hurt. It has a fun little feature where it causes your cells to basically liquefy, forming a sterile pustule. So now you're not just in pain. You're also a walking science experiment in localized necrosis. It's no longer a 1.2. It's 1,000 instances of 1.2, all happening at the same time. A crescendo of tiny, fiery shocks that turns your nervous system into a glitching video game. Your brain can't even process the individual signals anymore. It's just one sustained, burning scream. They are nature's reminder that sometimes quantity has a quality all its own. Number 8. The Flying Thug. Let's talk about the bald-faced hornet. First off, it's a liar. It's not a hornet at all. It's a species of yellow jacket that just happens to be built like a tank and dresses in a scary black and white costume. It's the bouncer of the insect world. It sees you from 50 feet away, decides it doesn't like your face, and comes at you with the unearned confidence of a man who owns 3 jet skis. This isn't a defensive sting. This is a preemptive strike. It's a level 2 sting, and Schmidt's description is perfect. Rich, hearty, slightly crunchy. Similar to getting your hand mashed in a revolving door. You feel that, right? It's not just a prick. It's a physical impact. It's a weight. This insect doesn't just inject you with pain. It delivers it with blunt force trauma. The venom is a sophisticated cocktail of neurotoxins and enzymes designed to do one thing: make you remember this moment forever. It contains acetylcholine, a neurotransmitter that makes the pain signal extra spicy for your nerves. It's like the hornet is a DJ, and it just cranked the bass on your agony. And unlike a honeybee, its stinger isn't a one-and-done sacrificial weapon. It's a finely honed shiv, and it can, and will, use it over and over again. It's a bully. A flying thug that doesn't just want you to leave, it wants you to leave crying. Number 7. The Picnic Ruiner. You know this one. You're outside, enjoying a rare moment of peace. The sun is shining. You're about to bite into a perfect sandwich. And then, you hear it. A buzz. A high-pitched, neurotic, zipping sound that instantly activates the most primitive part of your brain. It's the yellow jacket, the uninvited guest, the belligerent drunk at the party of nature. Also a level 2, but its personality is what makes it special. The yellow jacket doesn't sting you because you're a threat. It stings you because you looked at it funny. It stings you because you're breathing its air. It stings you because it's Tuesday. Schmidt describes the pain as Hot and smoky, almost irreverent. Imagine W.C. Fields extinguishing a cigar on your tongue. It's a dirty pain. A disrespectful pain. It's not the clean burn of a bee. It's a sizzling, greasy agony that feels personal. Their venom is a complex brew designed to both hurt and signal. When one stings you, it releases an attack pheromone that essentially screams, "Get him!" to every other yellow jacket in a 5-mile radius. Suddenly, you're not fighting one angry insect. You're the star of a horror movie. They get in your hair, in your clothes, relentlessly jabbing you with their little daggers of fire. They are the living embodiment of a bad day. A reminder that the universe has a mean streak, and sometimes it takes the form of a small yellow and black agent of chaos. Number 6. The Alchemist. We have now left the relative comfort of level 2. Welcome to level 3, where the pain stops being a simple sensation and starts becoming a transformative experience. Our guide into this new hellscape is the paper wasp. It looks delicate, almost fragile, with its spindly legs and papery nest. Do not be fooled. This thing is a master chemist, and its laboratory is your flesh. Schmidt's description is chilling, caustic and burning, distinctly bitter aftertaste, like spilling a beaker of hydrochloric acid on a paper cut. This is the first sting on our list that he describes with a taste. The pain is so overwhelming, so all-consuming, that it triggers synesthesia. Your senses get their wires crossed. You are tasting the venom as it sears through your nerve endings. The pain is no longer just a signal of damage. It is the damage itself. The wasp's venom is a potent cocktail that contains enzymes specifically designed to dissolve your cell membranes. It's not just hurting you. It's unmaking you on a microscopic level. It's a chemical burn delivered by an insect. You can feel your own body breaking down, the clean lines between you and not you blurring in a wave of pure, white-hot agony. It's a pain that leaves an echo, a phantom sensation that lingers long after the wasp is gone, just to remind you of the rules. And the rules have changed. Number 5. The Unrelenting Drill. Here's a frightening thought. You're walking through the desert, minding your own business, when you feel a sharp pain in your ankle. You look down and see a large reddish ant. This is the red harvester ant, and it has just introduced you to a whole new dimension of level 3 pain. This isn't a quick, fiery sting. This is a project. This is a commitment. Schmidt describes it beautifully. Bold and unrelenting. Somebody is using a drill to excavate your ingrown toenail. This is a pain with a purpose, a pain with a job to do. The ant's venom is one of the most potent in the insect kingdom, containing a complex blend of amino acids, peptides, and proteins that send your nerves into absolute meltdown. But it's the duration that sets it apart. The pain from a red harvester ant doesn't fade after a few minutes. It settles in. It builds. For up to 8 hours, you are treated to a relentless, grinding, throbbing agony. It feels mechanical. It's as if the ant didn't just sting you, but left behind a tiny, invisible machine under your skin, whose only function is to generate misery. It's a stubborn, hateful pain that refuses to be ignored. It's the kind of pain that makes you question the passage of time itself, as every second is stretched into an eternity of pure, drilling torment. Number 4. The Neurological Shutdown. We have now arrived at level 4, the summit. The pain here is so profound, so utterly debilitating, that it transcends mere sensation. It becomes a state of being. And our first introduction to this plane of existence is the magnificent, terrifying tarantula hawk. It's a spider wasp, a shimmering blue-black nightmare with bright orange wings that look like they're on fire. It doesn't want to sting you. You are collateral damage. Its true target is the tarantula, which it paralyzes, drags to a burrow, and lays a single egg on. The larva then hatches and eats the spider alive. This is the creature that is about to sting you. Justin Schmidt has a very simple piece of advice if you are stung by a tarantula hawk. His exact words were, "Lie down and scream." That's it. That's the entire plan. Because you will not be able to do anything else. He describes the pain as blinding, fierce, shockingly electric. A running hairdryer has been dropped into your bubble bath. This isn't pain you can fight through. It's a system-wide neurological event. Your brain receives a signal so loud, so violent, so utterly alien that it cannot process it. Your linguistic ability goes out the window. Your ability to form a coherent thought evaporates. Your limbs may refuse to obey your commands. You are a passenger in a body that is being consumed by a single, blindingly electric fire. The pain lasts for only 3 to 5 minutes. But those minutes are a lifetime. A period where you are nothing more than a vessel for a pain so pure it's almost holy. All you can do is lie down, scream, and wait for yourself to come back online. Number 3. The wave of fire. For a long time, this was the undisputed champion. The final boss of pain. The bullet ant. It lives in the jungles of South America, and it gets its name because its sting is said to be equivalent to being shot. That is not an exaggeration. This is a level 4+ sting, a rating Schmidt created just for this creature. His description is legendary. Pure, intense, brilliant pain. Like walking over flaming charcoal with a 3-inch nail embedded in your heel. But that doesn't even begin to cover it. The pain is not a single event. It's a journey. For the Satrimoé people of Brazil, this sting is part of a brutal initiation rite. Young boys must wear woven gloves filled with angry bullet ants for 10 minutes. They will do this 20 times over several months to become a warrior. What they experience is something beyond comprehension. The primary toxin in the venom is called Poneré toxin. It's a peptide that targets your voltage-gated sodium ion channels. In English, it hijacks the system your nerves use to send signals, forcing them to fire continuously. It's a biological denial-of-service attack on your nervous system. The pain comes in waves. Cresting, pounding waves of absolute agony. It's a throbbing, burning, all-consuming fire that lasts for 12 to 24 hours. You can be hit with uncontrollable shaking, cold sweats, and a feeling of impending doom. You don't just feel the pain, you live inside it. It's not an injury, it's a temporary condition. A 24-hour subscription to hell. Number 2. The Volcano. Imagine you're deep in the jungle. You disturb a nest you didn't even see. It's a huge, intricate structure that looks like a surrealist sculpture. Out of it pours a legion of dark, imposing wasps. These are warrior wasps. And they are about to teach you the meaning of level 4 pain in a way that the tarantula hawk's electric shock and the bullet ant's fiery nail never could. This pain is elemental. This is geological. Schmidt's description is short and terrifying. Torture. You are chained in the flow of an active volcano. There is no metaphor here that can be topped. That's it. That's the feeling. It's a seething, flowing, full-body immolation. The venom of the warrior wasp is a chemical weapon of incredible sophistication, causing a pain that is both burning and crushing at the same time. It feels like your very blood is boiling inside your veins while your bones are being ground into dust. It's a deep, internal, inescapable heat. It's the kind of pain that makes you feel like you are being fundamentally destroyed from the inside out. You aren't just a person being stung. You are a landscape being violently reshaped by a force of nature. It's a pain so immense and absolute that it feels like the planet itself is angry with you, and it has sent its personal guard to deliver the message. Number 1. The Great Unknown. There is one sting that haunted Justin Schmidt. One creature he openly admitted to being terrified of. It is, by all accounts, the new contender for the throne. The executioner wasp. It's not as well studied. It's more mysterious. But the reports from those unlucky enough to have been stung are the stuff of nightmares. It is a level 4 sting, but those who know argue it deserves its own category. It's a pain that seems to break the scale. There's no official poetic Schmidt description for this one. Only secondhand accounts and the hushed whispers of entomologists. The pain is described as a fusion of the worst of all worlds. It has the shocking electric jolt of the tarantula hawk, but it doesn't fade. It has the deep, fiery, long-lasting burn of the bullet ant, but it's sharper, more piercing. The venom is rumored to be so potent that it can cause localized tissue necrosis, literally rotting the flesh around the sting site. It's been called a hot poker being twisted in the wound, and a continuous electrocution. It is the pain that the king of pain, the man who voluntarily subjected himself to hundreds of the worst stings on Earth for the sake of science, actively avoided. It's the monster in the dark at the very edge of the map. The pain we can only speculate about, because to truly know it is to experience a level of suffering that even the world's foremost expert decided was a price too high to pay for knowledge. And that's our time for today. More strange things are always coming, so I'll see you in the next one.